So, what should I tell my teens about their dad leaving the home for the affair partner? She's younger, he's definitely in limerence. Such a complicated situation. I'm so sorry that you're in this situation, and my heart just breaks for you and your kids. I think it's especially painful for kids who are old enough to know what's going on and feel like dad has left them too. So, that is just absolutely heartbreaking. So, the first thing I would ask you is, do they know about the AP? Do they know about the affair? What do they know? And it sounds like they kind of know everything because he's moved out. So, given that, I think you just be real with them and you're honest with them. And you talk to them a lot about how they're feeling about this situation. Avoid demonizing their dad as much as possible. We don't want your kids in the role of trying to be your therapist and comforting you. They're naturally going to want to comfort you, but we don't want to lean on that too much because they need comfort. And they probably will be very angry at dad for the choices he's made, and that's okay. We should acknowledge that and validate that and reassure them, and tell them things like, dad is in a really selfish place right now. It might be that dad comes back and we can decide how we feel about that and what we're going to do. I think you can explain to them that you can talk about the Bermuda Triangle. You can talk about attachment theory. You can talk about dad being in pain. You can talk about dad not knowing how to cope. We don't want to portray this as a good or healthy or appropriate choice, because certainly it wasn't. But we also want to kind of convey some compassion for dad, right? And explain that people who are hurting often make hurtful choices, and people who are in pain often inflict pain on other people. So hopefully that gives you a place to start. Really listen, really reassure them, ask a lot of questions about how they're feeling, and keep stressing to them that this has nothing to do with them. They didn't cause this, that you didn't cause it either, and that dad is doing something that he chose to do because he wanted to. It could be that dad, reached the end of wanting to be in this relationship, and there would have been a healthy way to navigate this. Running off with the AP wasn't a very healthy or sensitive choice. So you can say something like that to them. All right, hope that gives you a place to start. And if any of you have been in this situation, what additional advice would you give to our friend who is going through this? Let's help her have a successful experience if she can with telling her kids. All right, big hugs to you.